It's time once again for America's favorite show, The Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd, brought to you by drfloyd.com.
In order to fully comprehend the shocking events of our last episode, in which Dr. Steve shot Dr. Floyd with some sort of weapon that made him vanish completely, we need to go back in time to the minutes after the final episode of Season 7, where we see Dr. Steve and Fidgert arriving at their secret lair with the newly restolen time and space travel device.
Well, we made it back, Fidget. I will say one thing, all this running sure keeps us fit and trim. Yeah, but now's not the time to rest on our laurels. Yes, laurels. That's the name I've given our easy chair recliners.
Oh, okay.
As I was saying, we have no time to waste. Fit the time and space travel device into the ship. We need to make a time jump.
We do, but where are we going?
We're going to make good on my promise to make sure that libraries never exist.
Oh, okay.
Minutes later, our story resumes on Mason Street in Boston, Massachusetts. The date is March 21st, 1854, and we find Dr. Steve and Fidgert hiding in some bushes.
What are we doing here?
See that former schoolhouse across the street there, Fidget?
Uh-huh.
That is the Boston Public Library, the first large public library in the United States.
Wait a minute, wasn't there a public library in Peterborough,
Yes, there was a public library in Peterborough, New Hampshire that opened 19 years earlier than this one, but that one was founded only when their original plans to build a college fell through. The Boston Public Library was the first public library that was founded on purpose.
Oh, I get it.
And after this one, they started to spread like the plague. A plague I will now exterminate once and for all.
How are you gonna do that?
By using a little trick I learned from one of my favorite professors. Here, when I give the signal, you push play on this boombox. Got it?
Yeah.
Good, now follow me.
Dr. Steve and Fidgert leave their hiding place and stroll out onto Mason Street towards where several residents of Boston have lined up to check out the brand new library.
Well, excuse me there, Mrs.
Dunlop.
Mrs. Dunlop. What's all this hubbub about?
Oh, didn't you hear? We got ourselves a library. Just opened up yesterday. We're letting our children go in and check out books.
You're letting your children go into the library to check out books?
Yes. Is there something wrong with that?
Get ready with the music, Fidget. Well, it's a library, don't you understand? Friend, either you are closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a library in your community. Hit it, Fidget. Where you got trouble, my friend? Right here, I say trouble right here in Boston City. Why, sure, I'm a book reader, certainly. Mighty proud to say it. I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with a book in my hand are golden. Help you cultivate a big brain, common sense, and a mind's eye. You ever try to put down a suspense novel when you're only a chapter from the end? But just as I say it takes gumption, brains, and cognition to finish a book, I say that any dweeb can go and check out a novel from the library. And I call that sloth. The first big step on the road to the depths of degradation. I say first, it's a 3-page early reader. Then a full-blown chapter book. And the next thing you know, your son is reading for pleasure in his free time. Listening to some big smarty-pants librarian, hearing her talk about a new kind of book. Not a regular kind of book, no. A book without any pictures at all. Like to see some stuck-up library boy finishing War and Peace, make your blood boil? Well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10... Dewey classifications. Classifications that mark the difference between a gentleman and a geek with a capital G, and that rhymes with B, and that stands for book. And all week long, your Boston City youth will be readerin'. I say our young men will be readerin'. Readerin' away their noontime, supper time, chore time too. Gotta read one more chapter, never mind getting rooms clean or homework done or the laundry folded. Never mind buying any gifts till their parents are left with their hands empty on their birthday night. And that's trouble. Oh yes, we've got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the playpen, sweet-faced young ones peeking in the library door after school. You got trouble, folks, right here in Boston City. With a capital T, and that rhymes with B, and that stands for book. Now, I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversations go on after they finish up their latest book? They'll be talking about characters, talking about setting, talking about literary devices like scholarly feeds, then bragging all about how they're gonna go out and write out a book report. One fine night, they'll leave the library headed for the campus of the college, fraternity men, sorority women, and credit card applications that'll drag your son, your daughter to the debt the likes of which no man has seen yet. Mass hysteria. Friends, the learned brain is the devil's playground. Trouble?
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in Boston City.
Right here in Boston City.
With a capital T and that rhymes with B and that stands for book.
That stands for book.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in Boston City.
Right here.
Gotta figure out a way to keep the children dumbed down after school.
Our children's gonna have trouble. Trouble, 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 trouble.
Mothers of Boston City, heed that warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he slip on a pair of brand new reading glasses? Are there newsprint stains on his index finger? A bookmark hidden in the corn crib? Is he memorizing words out of Roget's Thesaurus? Are certain phrases creeping into his vocabulary? Phrases like once upon a time and happily ever after? Well, if so, my friends, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in Boston City.
Right here in Boston City.
With a capital T and that rhymes with B and that stands for book.
That stands for book.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in Boston City.
Right here.
Remember, there's no one that thinks that reading a book is cool.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Oh, we've got trouble, friends. We've got terrible, terrible trouble. Closing down the library deserves at least a second look.
Second look.
Oh, yes, we've got trouble, trouble, trouble.
Oh, yes, we got trouble here. We got big, big trouble.
With a T.
With a capital T.
Gotta rhyme it with B.
That rhymes with B.
And that stands for book.
That stands for book.
Well, sir, I, for one, am glad you came by. I knew this library thing was a bad idea from the start. Citizens of Boston, I say we march on City Hall right now and get this library closed down immediately. I don't want my tax dollars used to corrupt the city's youth.
My plan worked brilliantly, Fidget. Soon the Boston Public Library will be closed down, and word will spread that public libraries in general are a bad idea. And then all public libraries everywhere will cease to exist.
Oh no! Can Dr. Steve's dastardly proclamation be true? Has the evil mastermind brought about the demise of public libraries as we know them? And who knew Dr. Steve was such a fan of the Music Man?
Are you kidding? Harold Hill swindled a whole town. He's a personal hero.
Find out next time on the Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd.
Episode number 802 of the Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd starred Donna Kimball as Mrs. Dunlop and Allison Mork as various townsfolk. Music for this episode by Jody Whitesides, www.jodywhitesides.com. The song You Got Trouble is by Meredith Wilson from the musical The Music Man, with new lyrics by Grant Baciocco and special help with the arrangement by Jody Whitesides. Get your parents' permission and give us a call on our voicemail line at area code 818-332-3053. Episode number 802 of the Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd is copyright 2010 Dr. Floyd Industries. All rights reserved.
Clear the airwaves! Clear the airwaves! It's now time for Dr. Floyd's Imagination Nation Rangers secret message for you members of the Dr. Floyd Imagination Nation. Remember, kids, only official Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd Imagination Nation Rangers can decode Dr. Floyd's secret message with the secret decoder ring, available only from www.imaginationranger.com. All right, grab your secret decoder rings and a pencil and paper and prepare to set your imagination to fun. Remember, Dr. Floyd is counting on you. And here is the Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd Imagination Nation Rangers secret message for episode number 802, A City Corrupted. 14, 5, 8, 13, 16, 23, 7, 16, 8, 17, 8, 4, 2, 18, 14, 5, 15, 18, 21, 14, 8, 17, 14, 5, 7, 11, 15, 3, 17, 4, 13, 7, 6, 15.
And that was a message from Dr. Floyd himself to all his Imagination Nation Rangers. You can join Dr. Floyd's Imagination Nation and become an Imagination Nation Ranger only at www.imaginationranger.com. And until next time, set your imagination to fun. Hey, Fidget, you know what? I'm totally cool.
Oh, really? Well, how did you know?
Because I've just signed up for a Twitter account.
What?
Yes, it's at www.twitter.com/evilmastermind.
And what are you gonna do with that?
Well, I plan to send out totally inspirational and completely evil messages to all my followers.
Oh, brother.
Hey, look, if it worked for Richard Simmons, it'll work for me.
Don't just sit there. You're under strict orders to go to www.prairie.com. Hip,